Coming up in this episode, I depart Gigha and sail to the Isle of Jura. Things get a little bit breezy and I sail in 36 knots on my way to Craobh Haven Marina. Well, good morning. I'm currently in Gigha Isle and I'm just deciding whether I want to sail today. I think, or at least my plan, is to sail over to Jura. So it's roughly about sort of a 14-15 mile trip from where I am at the moment. Weather-wise, so there's a southerly breeze, but my considerations are how protected is it going to be at the anchorage in here. As the day goes on, the breeze in the Sound of Jura sort of continues to build. The breeze then starts to come more from the west, so it would be nice and protected in there. Yeah, it's just raining, it's cold. I'm kind of unsure whether I should actually leave or just have a duvet day here. But I've been here for a couple of days, so it would be good to get moving. And then if I get to Jura, it sets me up quite nicely for being able to depart and then head northeast over the coming days. Well, we're more or less on course now, heading over to Jura. So again, making really good speed. I'm going to be coming up and hopefully pick up a mooring buoy in here. And then if that fails, we'll be going to anchor on the fortress anchor and hoping for the best. Wind speed, we're still looking at sort of over 20 with the occasional stronger gusts, and we just got the full Yankee and the double reefed main, but we're feeling very sort of stable and we're making our hull speed, so there's no point putting the staysail up really or shaking a reef out, because so we're doing a great speed already. With Safar in position a few cable lengths off the coast of Craobh Jura, I took down the main a little bit earlier than usual, as I didn't want to overcomplicate my approach in the gusty conditions. With Safar sitting firmly on a visitor mooring, I took to the sky with my drone. I didn't think that I'd get ashore on this trip, so I decided to explore in other ways. Famous for its world-class whiskey, Jura is also home to the majestic Paps of Jura, perfect for adventurous hikes, and with deer outnumbering people 30 to 1, you're likely to see them. Although I didn't get ashore on this trip, I will return with Safar in the future to sample the delicious whiskey and check out the stunning views. Wow, as you can see, we're in a very beautiful Jura, and then we've got the Paps, I believe they're called, the three peaks up on the horizon there. I was going to spend another day here and then go ashore and stuff and see the whiskey distillery, but apparently it's closed on the weekends, so for that reason I've just decided not to bother launching the dinghy. You know, if I went ashore it'd be just to go for a pint, and it seems a little point in doing that. So I think what I'll do is take good advantage of the wind. It is quite breezy today, some strong gusts again of over 20 knots, but it's blowing from a favourable direction, so I'll just take the opportunity to sail north up the Sound of Jura. I'm going to get the mainsail up, and then I'm probably going to sail off this mooring. I don't know if you can see, but there's some really long stringy seaweed all around the surface and all round where my propeller is, so I just don't want to risk getting that fouled up at all, so I'll put the engine on anyway, but just leave it in neutral just in case I need it. But yeah, we'll try sail off and head straight out. Okay, so the main is up and I've taken off one of the lines, so now it's just a case of waiting for timing. So we'll wait for the boat to swing in the sort of direction we want to go, then I'll release this line, we'll fall off into the wind and we should be able to go. Just coming through this sort of narrowish section. I could actually get the Yankee out at the moment as well if I wanted, but I've still got a mooring line just sort of chucked up there forwards from the buoy. I really don't want to risk anything getting tangled up. As soon as I'm offshore a little bit, I'll jibe this main round, stick the tiller pilot on, and then tidy up the mooring line, get the Yankee out, and we are on our way. We're getting gusts of over 30 now. Boat speed's great though. You know, we're seeing sort of high 7s, 8 knots. We had a 9 knot just before coming off a wave. Safar doesn't normally surf a wave, so I don't know how I feel about it. This is probably a mistake. Look at the white water everywhere. But yeah, we're out now. There's not a lot we can do. We ain't going back in this, so I guess we just keep pressing on and ride it all the way. I wish I'd had the third reef in, ideally. I mean, if it picks up any more, I'll have to put it in, but yeah, what a spicy little sail today's going to be. Things have settled down a little bit. I'm saying that, but we still got some strong gusts. So I took the main down and we're just rolling under a reefed Yankee. When the gusts stop, it goes down to about sort of 15 knots, so I keep contemplating unfurling a bit more Yankee, and then we get the gusts to 30 knots again. So either way, we're still making really good speed right now. And then you can see our progress here. So obviously we departed Craobh House, and then yeah, this little bit here is where I took the main down. And then yeah, we've just been under Yankee then pretty much for the rest of the way. I'm hoping to get up into here to drop the anchor, and then we'll just have to see how it holds. If not, we can always find somewhere else. I think there's mooring buoys up at Ardfern, so I could always get up there as well. But yeah, I was so not prepared for it being as windy as it was. I mean, I knew it was going to be windy, but I wasn't expecting to see 36 knots with my sails up. But in hindsight, I'm guessing with all the peaks, the hills, the mountains there, and the direction of the wind, it'll be blowing down and funneling across. So of course it was going to be really strong. It's just I guess a different sort of challenge sailing around coastal waters like this compared to the more sort of ocean miles that I've been doing. That being said, I suppose it's probably a little bit more like sailing in the Canaries, where you get strong acceleration zones. I guess you'll have that here as well between all of the islands. Alright then, so I want to say plan C is that we're now, so we came through, obviously tried to anchor here, didn't work, and then I was tempted to head up to Ardfern, but I wasn't exactly sure if they had visitor moorings or not. So then I changed my mind and thought we'll come into here. You can see there's a lot of available moorings, but I believe they're like part of a cruising association, and so they might get upset if I pick one up for the night. So I've dropped anchor again with the Fortress. You can see we've got a pretty good hold. I've put 40 meters of chain out in about 6 meters of depth, so loads of chain. And it, in fairness, it dug straight in this time. I was checking the reviews for this place on Navily, and you know, all the previous reviews from other boats that have anchored here said it was good holding in mud. And so yeah, anchor alarms are set both on my phone and on the chart plotter. So yeah, it should be all good. So it's only for the night. We'll be leaving here in probably about 14 hours or so. So yeah, time to square the boat away because she's a bit of a mess after today's sailing, and then get some dinner. The following morning I raised anchor at 6:30 AM and departed under engine for a short trip around to Craobh Haven Marina. The currents through Doris Moor are quite strong, and you can see the turbulent water quite clearly. Craobh Haven Marina, this is sailing yacht Safar. After failing to get a response on the VHF, likely due to my early arrival, I decided to proceed straight in to my assigned berth. With Safar safely tucked up inside Craobh Haven Marina, I'll spend the next few weeks preparing her for the future adventures. This will likely be continuing to sail through Scotland and then on to Norway. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment down below to let me know your favourite part. Catch you in the next one.